Here, let me show you my CD collection on my new iPad. This is gonna be my CD collection from because I'm gonna show you my home. I just did a video. I might see if I can get it to work on my phone. But here's ACDC Dirty Decent Cheap. Really good album. Highway to Hell, Back in Black, Live, Black Ice, which I love. Black Ice, pretty good. And now we're gonna move on to Aerosmith. I've got pretty much all their CDs up here. We got the debut album, Get Your Wings, Greatest Hits, Classic Love 1, 2, and then later one, Permanent Vacation, Pump. I don't have Rockin' the Heart Place either, which I should have mentioned. Now we're going to move on to Get a Grip. I have this one right here, 93. Pretty good late album. Got big ones right here, 94. 97 Nine Lives. I have the best of Devil's Got a New Disguise, a Demon, their debut album. Right Now It's Cuts Like a Knife, Reckless, a couple years later, and So Far So Good, 93. Now we're going to move on to Alice in Chains with Dirt. Plug, Black is Way to Blue, which Greatest Hits, and Black is Way to Blue, which I actually got in play right this minute. It's playing the one. Y'all, I have talked to Faye. Just got off the phone with her just a minute ago because I was like, hey, Faye? She was like, okay. She was like, hey. And you ready to look at her Instagram? And she said, no. She's personal. Well, she might be personal. Skin cancer. She said, skin cancer. She said, I'm not doing too good. I said, why? She's like, skin cancer. I was like, Umbers, their debut album. Win, Lose, Draw. Which I actually do listen to the full entire Umbers discography. I used to could. Seven Turns, Shades of Two Worlds, Negative Hits. It's been several months. It does. Where It All Begins. I'm back in this month. Williams logo. I think. All right. Tori Amos. We have Asia Alpha, their first album. Pretty good album. Love Asia. Now we're going to Audio Slave, their debut album. Out of Exile. Resolutions. Audio Event, self-titled. The Very Best of Avenged Sevenfold. All their greatest hit stuff. You know, I've been down to my dad's house a bunch of times. I used to do videos there. It's been a minute since I even been down to my dad's house for the weekend. It was last weekend, but I'd say it's been a minute because I actually went down there on Wednesday and hanged out with him. I could see him. Actually, I'll see him Thursday. We'll do a video on Thanksgiving, showing off my music collection there. Maybe we'll do it maybe afternoon, Thursday afternoon. Cause you know what? I actually can fit most of my bees down here, and then fit the rest of the bee. Y'all, I have so many bees. I have so many letter B in my collection. I have to show you them in parts, all my CDs, because if I tried to do like one part, I bet it would take almost an hour because I have so many letter B. Alright. This Cosmic Thing. And then Rome. And then Bare Naked Ladies, Maybe You Should Not Drive. I actually started buying CDs on this row and having my CDs set up inside my room last year. I cannot believe y'all, it's been almost a year. Because if we did it this year, I don't know when it would have been because my brain. I've had a lot of things done this year. I've had a pretty good year. It's almost December, so pretty soon we'll do it. When I get down to Seasick Records, maybe I'll do a video in maybe about a month of showing off my CD collection for the year. I've got this on the set, but I love it. Holy Water, which I don't really think that's their best album, but there's a really good song, Holy Water, which is cool. Abbey Road, we got the Beatles, Beach Boys, Beatles, got a whole lot of Beatles. I'm not a huge fan of their debut album, Please Please Me. I do have a Hard Day's Night. For sale. Hadn't even heard this is me yet. Which I am still on the mark looking for Revolver or Help. Or there's another Beatles album out there that I actually don't really have a physical copy of called Yellow Submarine. I saw it at Seasick Records, thought about buying it, and I thought, these are their CDs. Sometimes I'll go inside a record store thinking to myself, I wonder what I'm going to buy today. I actually really, really do that. And sometimes I'll go in the wrong store. As I'll think I'm going inside Seasick, and I'll actually think about it. Sometimes my brain doesn't really work that good. Alright. Oh, where were we? Okay, Rubber Soul. Then Sgt. Pepper, which I'm not a huge fan of. This is probably their best album. Strongest work. I have a lot of B's. Abbey Road, Left the Whole Full. See, Abbey Road. Anthology 1. Let It Be. Which I'm not a huge, enormous fan of their newest record. The ones that I don't have on CD, which are crazy because I love the Beatles. We got the Bad Cold Delay. Finally, we go into my Looking at You Ranch. I'm gonna do Dude Ranch. Now getting into the Black Crowes section. We got the debut album. Marca. What do you think? I'm a pretty big Black Crowes fan. Favorite Black Crowes album. There's Lynn Schwarm, By Your Side. I mainly can say I pretty do like the songs. The Greatest Hits of Black Crowes, the last one to wraps up my Black Crowes section. Then we get a Pet Benatar, Kinds of Passion, and Big Shots. And Greatest Hits. I thought they were Pet Benatar collection. Blondie, Vesper Blondie, No Exit. We have a couple of Bleach Traveler. We got the debut album. Their debut. We have my favorite Bleach Traveler album, which I hadn't listened to. So they're on to one, and I need to listen to that and see if I like the Bleach Traveler album because I'm a huge blues rock fan. My favorite blues band, it's pretty much Candlebox. Well, my favorite all-time favorite rock band is Collective Soul because I love Collective Soul. I've always loved them since I was maybe 13. Started listening to I'm Alright, Mama. I'm alright, Mom. Oh, I have a lot of C's, which a C is continuing down there. So let's round up the B here. Oh. Let me pull this stuff. Bon Jovi single on left. I do have a long Bon Jovi CD collection. It's called Black is the Way to Blue. This is my Bon Jovi. Which I need to move all my B and C all the way through here because all my B, I've got the first 3 Coldplay records in different formats. There's Hits and Youth. I actually do have my Collective Soul CD sorted out. My Coldplay collection's not sorted out because I don't have the first 2 records on vinyl or cassette because I'm a huge Coldplay fan, y'all. I need to get I want to get a lot of rock and metal albums on cassette, which I am working on. My cassette collection's slowly growing. But I'm a huge fan of the Bees. Moves 2, Bon Jovi. Keep the Faith. This is Crossroads. Crash. Bounce. Have a Nice Day. Lost Highways. This is The Circle, which I actually do like. And this house is not for sale. I actually don't have my metal on vinyl, really. My full entire record collection. The good metal that I have on vinyl is tons of rock. All my records are on. All of a sudden, do the debut on Walk On and just finally get the greatest hits. I need to David Bowie, Best of Bowie, and Reality. How the movie goes. Getting into a little bit of prog. Going into the Candlebox. Shows you guys my greatest hits. And Michael Wilson. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to letter C, which should be quite a lot because I see my C's and D's, which I need to do a CD collection video of showing off my CD collection video, like doing a part, like doing all the CDs that I do have in one video. I'll do a video like what I got for Christmas, all those CDs and records and tapes. If I get any new cassettes, or if I bring a couple cassettes that my dad does have. My dad has a lot of cassettes. We didn't even talk about my dad's music yet. I hadn't even done a video on my channel on my dad's CD collection yet. Take Fashion Nugget, maybe looking about debut. We see how it feels. I do have the greatest hits of the Cars They debut. Greatest hits door to door. Let me go into a little Cheap Trick popular during greatest hits. Shirley said it's gonna have a little. Hang on 1 second, let me change it. But I was in Chains. I actually want to listen to the Bob Dylan. No, Bob Dylan. Sometimes I like to throw on something that I hadn't heard in a while, but I found some James Books. There we go. I actually do want to listen to something somewhere around here. Let's do something around here that I hadn't heard in a long time. You want to do some YouTube? Or we can do some, let's do a couple YouTube albums. Yeah, let's do every YouTube album that I have from 2000. And then later we'll do all the 80s and 90s. You want to start with the 80s ones? Sure, we'll just play them on my U2 CDs. Then U2. That's just an idea. Oh, let me sit down here. I'm back. Eric. It's really good. So let me go to Eric. Eric got this is August. This is August tournament. 24 nights. Eric CD that I do have all the way up to the 90s. Which that actually does not have my 90s Clapton. The rest of my Eric CDs, which Eric, his music is blues. I'm through Days of the New. Oh my God, Dylan down here. The rest of my Dylan. Let's see if I can pull a couple more discs. Unplugged from the Cradle. Unplugged. My Karen Clapton. This is Pilgrim. Blues. The Rhythm of the Kings. Joe Cocker greatest hits. I got a couple from Collective Soul, which is my all-time favorite band. I'm just gonna pull them all. Since I have about 9 or 10 of their actual albums. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go about 2 at a time. Make life easier. So Pledge of Soul, the first two. So we got Hints I Guess inside the debut album, self-titled. Discipline Breakdown, Dosage, Blender, Collective Soul, 7 years-ish, greatest hits 1994 to 2001. And the very last two that I actually do have is Youth and Afterwards, which is my favorite album of their modern work, which is actually going to surprise you. I do not have any more of their stuff, and I do want to get the full entire collection. Creed is clear. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Creed. Love Creed. CREED. I should put all my Creed CDs down because I do listen to Creed quite a bit, and I'm not a huge rock fan of their modern work. The 2009 album, or whatever year, yeah, 09, pretty good. By Your Country, Human Clay, Weathered, Weathered and Greatest Hits. Human Clay, Modern Prism, Weathered and Greatest Hits. Now we're gonna move on to Creedence, Clearwater, Chronicles, By Your Country, Chronicles Volume 2, the best Creedence, and my favorite Creedence album. Causes of the Nash, we got the American Dream. I'll actually do like Neil Young voice. That's the main reason why I own that. Alright. Shark Icon. Now we're going to go to Coldplay. For all the Coldplay CDs that I do have, which I am a pretty big metal fan of. Their Coldplay stuff is good. It's kind of laid back. Whenever you want to rock out some Coldplay, I throw in the first 3 records. Got the debut album, My Prison, Trust with the Head, Coldplay Live, People Be I Need to Get X and Y. Just for the collection, we got a couple Cult records, which I do not have the full entire collection that I'm working on of the next band. Cult Electric. Now we're going to move on to my D section. The Damn Yankees, self-titled. I'll do Yellow, Kiss My Axe, Awesome Album, Darkness, Hot Cakes, My Favorite Darkness. They got their first album and their second album too, which Deep Purple, we're going to move on Burn. That's Smoke in the Water. I actually do have one album right there called Burn, a 2005 remastered edition. I'm a huge fan of the newer stuff by Def Leppard. Huge fan of their main 80s work. The reason why I'm huge Def Leppard fan is because my dad actually likes them. So let's move on to Def Leppard. My dad actually got me going with their stuff. I go back to their albums quite a bit, and I listen to. I've got several right here. Got the Pyromania, Adrenaline, Vault. I actually don't really like, and I got the Rock of the Collection, which I actually don't mind. I think it's a really good compilation. Mirrorball. Diamond Star Halos 2022. I actually do have that one record, which is kind of cool. Some Dire Straits with the debut album, their second album, Brothers in Arms, and right with the end, Christmas Singers for Disturbed, 10 Million Fist. Part 2 in just a minute. Got the debut. Dark and Beast in the East got debut from Now Habits. That's the Doobie Brothers. Which I'm trying to pull out all the D. Doors, we got their first record. Got a couple Dream Theater. This is my Chaos. She's a huge Dream Theater fan. Six My Chaos, Black Cloud and Silver Linings. Now I'm a huge Dylan fan. Bob Dylan has a lot of releases. He's one of my favorite artists. The debut album, Ball on the Tracks, Greatest Hits, Volume 2, I think. Bark Life, Volume 3. And album that I don't really care for, which I don't mind. Time Out of Mind. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Alright, bye.